Transit-oriented development. The redevelopment of New Delhi Railway Station (NDLS) has become the first project to be undertaken on the transit-oriented development. What is this transit-oriented development concept in the NCR region? The redevelopment of the New Delhi railway station has become the first project to be undertaken on the transit-oriented development project. See, approving authority. The project has been approved by the Rail Land Development Authority, which is a statutory body under Ministry of Railways responsible for the development of the vacant railway land. Currently, the Indian Railways has approximately 43,000 hectares of vacant land across the country. So the government in the recent times had been promoting the transit-oriented development where public transport is the backbone of the cities. Public transport is the backbone where public transport is the backbone of the cities. Transit-oriented development integrates land use and transport planning and aims to develop planned sustainable urban growth centers. That is, sustainable urban growth centers having walkable and livable communes with high density mixed land use. What is the plan of this transit-oriented development? A transit-oriented development typically includes a central transit stop, such as train station or a light rail or a bus stop, surrounded by a high-density mixed-use area with low-density areas spreading out from the center. A transit-oriented development is typically designed to be more walkable than other built-up areas. So, using smaller block sizes and reducing the land area dedicated to the automobiles. So that these are the TOD components: street-oriented building, multimodal integration, complete streets, last mile connectivity, inclusive habitat, optimized densities, mixed land use, interconnected street network, NMT network, traffic calming, and managed parking, informal sector integration, and so on. So these are the things. So what is the need of transit-oriented development? The factors such as rapidly growing urban urbanization, migration to cities, and traffic congestion, higher quality of life with better places to live, work, and play, greater mobility with ease of moving around, reduced traffic congestion, car accidents and injuries, reduced household spending on transportation, resulting in more affordable housing. The transit-oriented development and the policy initiatives in India. It is based on the three pillars: enable transformation from private to public transportation, to assist in transformation of cities from private vehicle development city to public transport-oriented system, and also the accessible public transport, promote green mobility. It is green mobility, public transport, and promote green mobility. To promote the usage of public transport by making it accessible, encourage green mobility by encouraging people to walk and cycle, and at the same time curb pollution and other negative impacts of motorization. Compact walkable communities to create a livable and affordable communities which are compact and walkable. Objectives of the TOD policy: public transport, to promote the use of public transport and reduction in private owned vehicles by developing high density zones in the influence area, which would increase the share of the transit and walk trips and also result in reduction in pollution and congestion in influence areas. Reduction in the travel. They provide to all the basic needs of work or job, shopping, public amenities, entertainment in the influence zone with a mixed land use development, which would reduce a need for a travel, and also the road network, to establish a dense road network within the development area for safe and easy movement. Inclusivity, to develop inclusive habitat in the influence areas so that the people dependent on the public transport can live in the livable communities within the walkable distance of the transit stations. To integrate economically weaker sections and affordable housing in the influence zone by allocating a prescribed portion of built up area for them in the total housing supply. Safety to vulnerability section, to ensure development of a safe society with a special attention to safety of women, children, senior citizens, and differently abled by making necessary amendments to building bylaws. And also planned urbanization, to prevent urban sprawl by accommodating the growing population in a compact area with access to transit corridor, which would also consolidate investments and bring down the infrastructure cost for development. That is urban sprawl. And also planned urbanization, climate friendly, to reduce the carbon footprints by shifting towards environmentally friendly travel options for the line haul as well as for access and egress trips.